In today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful card using a few simple supplies and a few basic steps. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Stamping Simply with Maria. My name is Maria Robinson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up here in the United States. So I will be featuring the Decorative Borders stamp set. I'm going to be honest with you, I've had this stamp set since November and I kind of forgot about it. It's in the mini catalog, so it is retiring soon, or maybe they might bring it back into the annual catalog. I certainly hope so because it's really pretty. I only use this one stamp set here to make this card, but it's great for coloring and that's what I liked about it. I'll also be using the double oval punch, my Stampin' Right markers, and another stamp set called Celebrating You. It has a Happy Easter sentiment, which this card is intended for. I'm also using the white, it's like a frayed ribbon. It's really nice. And I'll be coloring this, dyeing it to match my card base. I've got the oval punch that, and then we have just a few basic supplies. I have a piece of cardstock. It's Tahitian Tide, which is one of our in colors, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored down the center at 4 1/4. And then I have 2 pieces of basic white, which are cut differently. I wanted to make it a little different. These are cut at 3 inches by 5 inches, and they're both the same sizes. One will be for the inside and one will be for the outside to do the decorating. And then lastly, well, I've got a few pieces of scrap pieces of paper here for my circle, for my oval punch. And then I'm also using from the 2022-2024 in colors, the in color designer series paper. These are in a pack of 48 6x6 and they're still available in the annual catalog. All right, so the first thing I want to do is, let's move these pieces aside just a minute. I want to color my ribbon. Now I've already cut a couple of pieces of the ribbon, and the reason I have them cut in 2 is so after I made this card, I did do another card, and I'll show that to you at the end of the video. But what I decided is, rather than, you know, running the whole piece across, why not just do part of it, right? And then just fold it under, so you're saving a little ribbon there. Just thought that was a cool idea. So that's why there's 2 pieces there. All right, let's color these in. And I am using Copic markers because I don't have blends to color my ribbon with. And you want to use alcohol markers for the to do the ribbon. I mean, I could also use my ink with a block, which I think I've done that in a video before. But this takes a lot less time because I don't have to wait for it to dry. So I'm just adding color to it, and I'm probably going to go over it one more time just to deepen it a little. But this color was the closest to the Tahitian Tide, and if you're a Copic person, this happens to be B04, and I just noticed this. It's actually called Tahitian Blue, so who knew? Picked it right out. Didn't even know that. Just adding some color to it, just, you know, making it nice and rich and fairly even. And I'm just leaning on my Stamparatus. I figured rather than doing it on my surface, I didn't have to wipe this away. That. Then you'll see it bleeds to the back, which is fine. That's just the alcohol going through. I'm just adding a little more color. I wanted to make it just a little deeper. And you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. That's one piece. We'll set that aside. And then we'll do the other piece. And with Copics, you want to be careful. You want to get the side of them. You don't want to press down with the point, because that damages the nibs. Now, if you're wondering, why don't I have stamping blends? Well, it's not that I don't like the stamping blends. I mean, they're good. I've used them, although I don't have very much luck with them. I feel like I'm heavy-handed with them. But I feel that I've invested so much money in the Copic markers that I'm not going to spend several $100s just to get the stamping blends. So that's my only reason. Other than that, they work just as good as the Copics, although they're not refillable like the Copics, which are nice. But honestly, I might have refilled my Copics only like 2 or 3 colors, and they're the colors that I use the most. It was like a skin tone color, and then I don't remember which the other one was. It either a red one or a blue one. I don't remember off the top of my head. But that's, I mean, I've had these for years, and I have not had to refill them. So I imagine the stamping blends are probably the same thing. Well, though you can't refill those. All right, so that we'll set aside. Close that up. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to stamp my basic white. So I don't know if you can see, but what I did on my Stamparatus on my grid sheet is I put a line so I know where I have my cardstock piece to go. I know I just messed that up so you can't really see it maybe. But so I put that in there so I know that's where, because I've got the stamp already lined up on there. So we'll hold this down with the magnets, and as you know, keep those magnets away from each other because they like each other a little too much and they could break. Luckily, they have not broken on me yet. All right, then we'll use a stamp case underneath. Let me zoom back out. And Memento black ink. So we'll stamp this up. I'm sorry, not stamp it up, we'll ink it up. Ink, ink, ink. And what's nice about the Stamparatus is if I don't get a nice crisp image first, I can always do it again. Put this one over here so I can use it as a guide. Let's see if we did. Not bad, but I think I want to do that center just a little bit more. So I'm going to ink the whole part again, the whole stamp. So I don't get any lines in areas that I don't want. Give it a good press. Good, all right. And the other thing I want to mention is I like the grid sheet because I don't like to keep my paper, my cardstock up in the corner here. I feel like these hinges here just get in the way. So I like to keep it 3 squares down and 3 squares across. That's the other reason for the grid paper. Oh, look what I just did. I can't believe I did that. Hopefully I can hide that. I must have had, oh, you know what? It's smudged. Not sure how that happened. All right, you know what? We're gonna have to use this on the inside. Let's try that again. That didn't happen that did not happen when I made this yesterday. So I'm not sure what happened there. And I don't have anything. I do have a little ink on that finger. I'm not crazy. All right, let's do this again. Make sure my hands are clean. I don't have any hand sanitizer in here, do I? Or maybe I do. I think I might have some hand sanitizer. I'm going to just use some on my hands quick. Let's see. Hopefully that's good enough and I won't get ink on it again. All right, let's try this again. I'll be more careful this time. Although I thought I was careful, but maybe I had lotion on my hands, which is possible. So I'm going to let this set just a second before flipping it. Or I might just hit it with the heat gun. I've never had that happen though. So let's just hit it with the heat gun a little just to dry it. Clean my hands again. I must be touching the ink pad and not realizing that I'm doing that. Carefully turn the paper around, and let's do the other side now. One more time. So I'm getting excited because our new catalog is launching to demonstrators. Tomorrow we'll be able to, actually when this video goes live on the 29th, tomorrow late afternoon, we'll be able to see the digital version of it online. And that is one of the benefits, another one of the benefits of being a demonstrator is you get to see the catalog before anybody else does. And then on April 4th, we can start ordering from the catalog. So I really love that. Very excited about that. And rumor has it that we're having a color refresh. And what that means is that some colors will be retiring. We'll get new colors as well as new in colors, but some of the colors that, you know, maybe some colors might be coming back. I think Pretty Peacock is one of the colors that might be coming back because that was just recently introduced in the Irresistible Blooms set with the embellishments, the dots that came if you bought the suite, and also in the designer series paper. So how cool is that? All right, so that's good. Set these aside now. All right, now we can do the fun part in color. So I'm going to spin this around. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun again, just to make sure that we're dry. Good. All right, so first I'm going to start with the Parakeet Party, and I'm going to just, you know what, let's do this. Let's do the bottom one first here. I'm just going to do the leaves. Just adding color, and I'm just lightly adding color to it, not pressing. I don't want a very dark green. Although this is a very rich green on its own, which is a very pretty color. Very bright and vibrant. Just, to me, screams spring. Or summer even. I'm going to speed this up through the process. You don't need to watch me coloring all this. And next we'll do the blue, Tahitian blue. And I'm just going to add color to the little flowers now. And then again, I'm going to speed this up. All right, so now we'll use the Daffodil Delight for the flower centers. It's just two little areas here. And then lastly, I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet, which is another in color. And again, I'll speed this up. All right, so there you go. All right, we are almost ready. So let me put this on the inside of the card base. Nobody will know that I messed up. No one except for my viewers, right? And next, I'm going to punch out from the basic white. I think this fits in here. The oval. Set that. Let's actually not. Let's do the. Should we do polka dots or should we do? Let's do the polka dots. So, I love this punch. It's so versatile. Oh, I have to tell you a funny story. So, a couple of years ago, I had gone away with my friends. We go to this scrap house. It's a scrap house. We do scrapbooking, card making, whatever you want to do. And I brought this punch with me. And, you know, I used it for what I needed. I let my friends use it, whatever. So, you know, we get home afterwards from the crop, from our weekend stay, and I unpack everything, and I can't find that punch. So upset. So I text all my friends, no, we don't have it. I also contacted the lady who rents the house to us, in case maybe I left it there. No, it's not here. Oh. So, you know, I think it was 2 years it was lost. Do you know that I was cleaning out my closet here where I keep all my craft supplies, and you won't believe what was underneath the shelving unit. Yeah, exactly. That punch. Now, meanwhile, in time being, I actually ended up buying another one because I like it so much. So, happy story. I have two. I thought you might like that. Wondering if I should have used the plaid side because you really can't tell the polka dots too much. But, well, too late. So we're going to put these down. Now, how I adhere the ribbon sometimes, especially if I'm not tying a bow, is I'll just take a piece of the tear and tape, run it down the center here, And that way it makes it easier for me to adhere the ribbon. I'm going to peel the backing off. I'll put this here. Actually, let me trim this a little. One of the nice things about this ribbon, other than you can dye it any color you want, is that you can also fray it. Like if you cut it in half, you can just tear it apart with the scissors, and it makes it like nice and gives it like this nice rustic kind of frayed look to it. So it's really cool. But I'm not going for the frayed look right now. All right, so we're going to put one piece. Actually, let's make sure that, you know, I should probably put this down first so I know where it's going. So I want to, got a fuzz on here. All right, that's not going to show. All right, so we're going to just lightly put it there, lightly put this one here. That's going to go in the center. So I'm going to just bring this just a little bit more inward. So then I will add a dimensional or two over on this side. This over it. Like so. It worked out nice. Next, oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have Scotch tape. So we're going to improvise. I'm just going to add a little tear and tape back here. Just one little piece here. Just to keep that side down, and then one on this side to keep this side down. Then I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of this. Put another piece here. Just because the ribbon is thicker, and I don't want to create these unevenness when it's going through the mail. We don't want to make the mail person unhappy, right? We're going to keep them nice and happy so our letters get to their recipients. Put a few down the center here. I'm going a little heavy on the dimensionals, just because, as I said, I don't want to have unevenness. I think we need just one more over on this corner, and that will be all. Now, normally I use my Take Your Pick tool, but guess what? It's not here. I left it in my other room. It's all right. It's all good. Don't want to get these little pieces all over my card. And then we'll just put this on the top here, in the center. And not quite. There we go. All right. There you go. I did forget to burnish it after I folded it, so I'm going to give it just a good burnish right now. There we go. So there you have it. Got this one. I definitely like the frayed ribbon better. than the denim ribbon that I had initially put on here. And I like that I dyed that. I think that really adds a different touch to it. Let me know what you think. I do have the other one that I want to share with you, which I made with the Sweet Sorbet card base. And I colored the flower in blue. So let me know which one you like better. Do you like the blue one that we did today? Do you like the Sweet Sorbet? Do you like the ribbon, the denim ribbon? Or do you prefer the frayed ribbon? I personally prefer the frayed ribbon, just saying. So gang, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're interested in receiving a catalog from me, you'll need to order it by Wednesday is the last day, because then the mail selector is closing and it will come directly from Stampin' Up sometime the late middle April to the end of April you'll get it. So I'd love to send you one though if you'd like one. There is a link below in the video in the description where you can request the catalog. If you enjoyed my video, I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and make sure you hit that little bell so that you're notified each time I upload a new video. Until next time, guys, happy stamping. Send those beautiful cards. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.